Come on. Let's see if the audio is better. Good night. Sorry guys, just give me a minute. I'm trying to keep my audio going. So I'm going to hear myself, I'm talking really low. Come on. Finally got some feed now. Let's see. How loud am I? Finally got some feed now. Let's see. All right. Maybe I could just talk louder, I guess. Maybe that'll help. I'm not really much of a loud talker, but we'll try. Okay, we'll go with the same setup ideas that we talked about before. And that is going into just the gear, real simple. First off, this guy again is built straight for stamina. This one does not need any mag regen because we really only have 2 mag abilities, and that's these 2 right there. That's Wall of Elements and Unnerving Graveyard, or Avid Boneyard. Let me see what it is. Maybe it's Avid? Yeah, Avid Boneyard. And I don't think I'm ever close enough to stand by it to actually activate it, so I don't get the buff from it because we're doing, you guessed it, range damage on this character as well. So let's go through it. If I'm talking louder than usual, it's because I'm trying to help you guys hear what I'm saying. Alright, first thing, the setup. Kinroz, bow, charge. Why charge? Because we get a couple of extra passives on the Necro during execute to help us carry a little bit more crit damage. Next, Maelstrom Inferno. Oh, also we also have some free penetration from one of the Necro passives. We'll get into that too. Second set, Reliquins as usual. Maelstrom Inferno Staff, why that one? Increases the damage of your light and heavy attacks when you deal damage with your Wall of Elements. Next, one piece Slime Crawl Epaulet. It gives an extra 1k penetration. When combined with our passives, we'll be where we need to be. And adds critical chance. It's not the Falcon Scoria this time because we don't need the extra pin. We'll go with the crit instead. Harpooner's Waiting Kilt, 1 piece. We want to have a back bar just in case, you know, you're in content and you want to be able to slot a heal, whether that's a vigor, or maybe you want to slot not just a heal, but you want to slot, you know, your Bone Tyrant, Bone Armor, or something of that nature. Right? You want to get something, make you a little bit more defensive. Okay, you get popped, you need to bring yourself back up to full. You pop a vigor. This is what this build's for, okay? You have the ability in your back bar to flex things that are just there right now for damage bonuses. Okay, got through this, the bare minimum on what's being set up. Real quick, glyphs and traits on the jewelry, Kinraz, they all are bloodthirsty, they're all weapon damage. Okay? All glyphs stamina, all divines. And then here we've talked about already charged, which is a difference. Flame, and then weapon damage on here. Why flame? Because we'll talk about that in a moment. Champion points. I went through the math, at least the math that I can do. Wrathful Strikes now, Backstabber, Deadly Aim, Mastered Arms. Why those? Why Deadly Aim with single target abilities? Because we're using Lethal Arrow, Light Attacks, Dot Burning Damage, Poison Damage, the little Archer dude, Skeletal Archer dude, and a lot of that makes up for our damage there. And then, oh, and also Reliquins. Reliquins is a single target attack, which is going to be another one of our main damage carriers, right? Mastered Arms, wide direct damage, Blast Bones, Light Attacks, Lethal Arrow, and I don't know, some other stuff too. So I went through and did my best with it. If I had to take one off, it would probably be Mastered Arms, and I'd test. I would probably test Exploiter if I had to take one of them off. So if I wanted to take one of them off, it would be direct damage, and I would go with Exploiter. So for right now, I've tested it. This one hits right around 80, and I mean it's not, for me. I'm not used to the Necro build, so let's go through the skills real quick, okay? Poison Inject. Let's go to the back bar first. Skeletal Archer, 16-second timer. When you see the little bar go down, do your best to put it back up. We're going to try to get it on a rotation to where we're not like all over the place. But if you have to be all over the place, who cares? Just do it, man. Nike it up. Next, Detonating Siphon. Why that one? We're not even going to use it. Why? Because it's a pain. It never procs where you want it to. If you're good, and you can do it, if you GG, go ahead. Be my guest. While slotted, your damage done is increased by 2. That's it, right there. Bing bong. Now I could use a couple different things to get that. I could use, let's say, a Fighter's Guild ability. But why this one instead? Because this one gives me the 3% bonus. Plus I get this other passive right here, which is Death Knell. For increases your critical strike against enemies under 25% by 4%. So I get a couple of bonuses by having that slotted back bar. Next, just something. Really, just the benefits of having a Fighter's Guild ability slotted. Now I could go with another one of these abilities slotted, but I think the flat damage is better this patch at least. Unstable Wall, if you haven't gone through it already, we're going to use Unstable Wall with a Flame Staff because we have a Flame glyph on the front bar, and when we do that, it's going to give us a little extra damage. Burning enemies take 20% more damage from this ability. Next, Avid Boneyard, it just does a lot of damage. And again, we're not going to be able to proc it, so we're going to lose some damage from it. Quite a bit, I think. Ice Comet, because we want to freeze people. No, it just does. It's one of the heaviest damage dots in the game when it comes to trying to apply damage to a single area. Okay, so if it's a stagnant fight, you drop it on the fight, it's going to create quite a bit of damage on that single target. Okay, or small area number of targets. Okay. Next, I put Poison Inject because during execute, we're gonna have some little extra crit, and I think that might actually help. It might carry us a little bit during execute if we can hit it. Usually with weapon ability executes, but below 35% is good. We'll aim for below 25% because that'd be better. We don't want to waste any time if we don't have to. Lethal Arrow, as usual, the solid Goldie, and then Blighted Blast Bones. It's between every 2 skills, so I'll do like when I'm really good at this, I can do maybe 3 arrows in between 1 Blast Bones, but I'm really gonna just go with 2. 3 is gonna be really pushing. You might see me get 3 off if I'm really in a rhythm. If not, I'm just gonna aim for 2. Okay, and from there it's just losing your mind for me personally. So I'm going to start off by hitting the X button on the back bar to pull up the archer, because that's what these guys do. Then you're going to hit the blast bones next, because then it takes about 80 years for him to get up out of his grave. And then once he's up and about to start running, I'm going to hit my ice comet, and then from ice comet I'm going to unstable wall and unnerving bone or avid boneyard. I'm not going to flip back to the front bar and do another boneyard right after that. But blast bones, I'm not going to. Nope. I'm going to take it nice and easy, okay? I'm going to go archer, blast bone, comet, wall, boneyard, and then start the front bar rotation. Once I get to my front bar, I'm going to go with blast bones, arrow, arrow, blast bones, arrow, arrow, blast bones, and then these two junkies. I'm going to leave poison agent, like I said, off the bar completely, not using it until have to at the execute. And then this guy, I'm just going to, whenever he pops up, I mean, I'll take my time about it to get back there and get him. Just remember, we're on Kenros, so you want to make sure you always light attack. Like, do your skill. Light attack, leave the back bar. Light attack when you leave the back bar or the front bar. It's going to help carry your Kenros for you so you don't lose stacks. I would show you what I'm talking about, but skill, well, here you go, look. Skill, I'm attacking, let's say Tyrus, whatever his name is a dummy. Attack and skill. I used to do that, right? But I'm going to go attack, skill, light attack, flop, okay? On front bar. Light attack, skill, light attack, swap. That one extra light attack could help a little bit. Okay, so let's see if I can do what I told you. We're aiming for literally right at 80k. That's where I'm hitting on this thing. It is hot garbage with this spammable. It's just not one of the spam friendly builds. Why? Because right here at the bottom it says, you can tell, increases your damage done with damage over time effects, and we're trying to live off of spammables on this thing. Oh, look at us breaking all the rules. Rebels, I tell you. Okay, good luck, young man. I think I'm waiting for my potion to come back, right? I don't want to be in the middle of hitting a bunch of buttons and have to pop a potion. That'd be garbage. Alright, here we go. Pop it now. Dude. Thingy. And let's go. 1, 2. Yeah, I was too fast. Yeah, I gotta go 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Back bar 1, 2, 1. 1. Little dude's down. Pull him back up. Dude jumped. Alright, I gotta be quiet so I can concentrate. Okay, now we're gonna start using our little dude. That little dude. Poison inject. We're a little early with it because I want to be. Just to test it out. I'm kind of all over the place, but that's because like we got to make sure we're getting all these skills to go off. I know it doesn't look very pretty right now, but hopefully when we get back into the rhythm, it'll be a little bit easier now. Yeah, what happened was we got caught up having to get that daggum ultimate off. And that's just going to be... Yeah, missed all those light attacks. Nice. I'm going to stay on the front bar and just let it ride out. That felt good, but you can never tell with these little dudes. Necros are so freaking... Hey! Hey, 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 hey. Well... Done with that one. Won't be back to visit that build for a while. Now in content you can switch that front bar Dawnbreaker for a smash and smash your little heart away, or back bar comet for, or even front bar for that resurrection, or whatever you want to do. Comet front bar with back bar resurrection. If you need to just do anything to have build utility, go ahead and do what you got to do. But I think just having things as simple as possible on a Necro is important. I didn't get, see, I usually get about close to like a little bit over 60 with these guys off right here. So I did a little slow on the trigger today. But man, super happy. Yes! Woo! Saving that one. There we go. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the build. And I will catch you here next time. Peace.